This is my week 7 submission for FTT 122. Today's date is 4/27/2025. Today we're going to be going ahead and going over some extraction, or not extraction, but taking apart a bullet and going over the procedure for that, and also showing you the parts of it. There's no live ammunition on my desk. These are all dummy rounds, and there are no firearms around. So let's get started. What you'll need is a impact bullet puller, and also the collets that come with it. They're basically collars that go around the casing on the backside, and I'll go ahead and show you how that's done. There's 3 collets in each pack. Each collet handles a different caliber. In our we're doing the two lines in the back. Start by inserting the projectile into the collet and placing the collet around. Basically, it's just a collar, collet, collar. Same thing for me. And then we're going to go ahead and place that inside of the screw top part here. And then the projectile or the bullet will go inside, and go ahead and tighten it down. Now it's called an impact because you'll need to impact it. After that, once you do that, the bullet and the powder will drop into this section right here. And what you'll have here is you'll have the casing and the primer that would still be intact there. So you lay this off to the side. We're going to go ahead and skip to one section and demonstrate the bullet's weight. But what we'll do is we place this on the scale, turn the scale on. We want to get a tar weight or zero it out. We're going to do it in grains. And then we'll pour the bullet and all the powder out to get a proper weight. How to measure the bullet by itself would be, of course, you getting rid of all the powder, setting it back down here, hitting 0 again. I always hit 0 every single time, placing the bullet back inside. It'll tell you the bullet's weight is 174.8. 174.8 grains. Okay, as in grains. So that is the bullet weight. That would actually be section 4, but since we're here, might as well. The next section we're going to do now is we're going to take measurements. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure the projectile first. We're going to measure the length and the width of the projectile, or the diameter. So the diameter is 0.283. The length of this projectile is 1.335 as done prior to, and it is 1.335 still. Has not changed. The next thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and take this out. Now, how do you take the primer out once you disassemble this? Well, I've seen a lot of things on video. Do not try to impact and blow the hit the primer. You're a fool if you do. It explodes, so do not do that. There are primer pullers that you can use for this to pull your primer out. Do not use nails or anything else, but the only other way I know of would be to do that using the proper tool to take your primer out. That way you're safe and everyone around you is safe. That's how you do that. So case, we're going to go ahead and measure the case. We're going to do the rim. The rim would be the obviously the underside right over here. And I am doing mine in inches. Actually, let's see if we do it in millimeters. Okay, we'll do ours in millimeters right now. And we've got 13.33 on the rim. The base, we're going to get 13.02 on the base. And the body, which we're going to go ahead and go with the middle, just because all these taper down when they go into the chambers, 12.78. And shoulder, the shoulder obviously is right here, but we're going to go ahead and measure right at the crease of the shoulder, because that's pretty much where it starts off at 12.45. 12.45 for the shoulder. And the neck. Obviously, the neck is the top part, and that comes in at 7.85. 7.85. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the next portion. Let me go ahead and get set up for that, and we'll take these measurements and draw out a drawing. All right. All right, so the next section actually is part 3, because part 4 we did the measurement of the projectile earlier when we had everything out. Part 3 is with all the measurements. We're going to draw a scale copy of the cartridge, and we have to do that while we're on video. So let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and we'll do the diameter of the projectile first, which was actually, that was actually in inches, so that was actually 2.283. All right, 2.83. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw these two lines here. Length, we had 1.335. So we'll do 1.335. 1.335, there we go. Yeah. And I will go ahead and draw that. There we go. So say that is the full projectile. I'm not a big drawer, so bear with me. The casing, the case is we're going to do in millimeters. The case we had at, I'm going to go ahead and swing this back down and zero this out again. We had at the rim, we had actually at 13.33. So let's go 13.33. All right, come on. 13.33 is our case. And I'm going to draw that there, draw that there. So those are that's our case. That's our case line. Now remember, we do have the groove here, the ejector port groove. So we'll just do this, we'll do this, and then we'll that, and we'll come back out towards the body. All right, so the next one is the base. The base being at 13.02, which we're not too far from already. 13.0453. Come on. 13.02. There we go. 13.02. I'll draw my little marks there and there. And that will be, and then we'll get the length of the, oh, did we get the full length? We didn't get the length, did we? I mean, the overall length of this casing is 63.58. But this length that we want from here to the neck, that's going to be 49.17. I gotta watch my time here. 49.17, which is right here. And so we'll draw this out here. And then the neck, the height of the neck, actually, or the height of the shoulder, is something else that we didn't measure. The height of the shoulder is actually 5.23. So we're going to put that down here, 5.23. We'll just give it a little bit of a slope there. And then .89. those will go from here to here, 7.89. And the neck, the length of the neck being 7.58. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the case and the projectile according to all the measurements. Thank you, and I know I went over, but I don't know how to break it down any faster than that. See you next video.